Hey everybody, I'm back with another video. So I decided to make this video tonight since I had so much extra time. So I just want to talk about this whole thing with, a lot of these women, they have high standards, right? Which is fine because men have high standards too. Everybody has high standards. You know what I mean? But it's like men really don't have high standards to where we want women to have their own businesses or whatever. Like we just care that women just do something with their lives, such as just like going to school, to take up something and have a professional career. Or maybe she just probably just has a simple job somewhere in an office or whatever. Like it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if that woman works a 9 to 5 or if she's a professional career woman that makes 6 figures somewhere. It's just that the fact of the matter that it's just so many women out here, black and white, and it's like one of the major requirements of half the women in this country is that they want a man that owns his own business. And I'm trying to figure out, like, how the fuck do you make some 90% of all men businessmen, business owners? How do you do that? Because here's the thing, right? Only 13% of all Americans even own a business. So, there's 22 million businesses in America, right? But only less than 10% of all American businesses are black owned, right? So that's like an even smaller number of businesses owned by black people, right? And the thing is, more than half of all black owned businesses are owned by black men, right? So I guess in general numbers, in regards to the black community, I want to say at least maybe less than 10% of all black men own a business. Okay? Or maybe less than 5% of all black men own a business, or business owners. Or maybe less than 5% of all black women in America own a business or business owners. You know what I mean? But let's look at the general aspect here. 13% of all Americans in general, white or black, own a business. But the thing is, you got to take into account for the 90% of all businesses that are owned by white people. Half of those businesses are small businesses owned by white people. You know what I mean? And it's like, even most of those small white-owned businesses are failing. They're failing because they don't have the money and resources to keep up. And not only that, all of the bigger white-owned businesses are pretty much buying out all of the smaller white-owned businesses. So with that being said, only 25% of all white-owned businesses even manage to even be successful. So that only means that less than 20% of all businesses in America in general even come out successful. And as for black-owned businesses, maybe like out of all of the black-owned businesses that are owned by black men, maybe a good 10% of those black-owned businesses that are owned by black men even come out to be successful. And the numbers are pretty much the same for black women that are business owners. You know what I mean? So here's the thing. Black-owned businesses in general, majority of all black-owned businesses are already small. Majority of them are not big. So that means if you're a small business owner, most likely your business is either failing or is, borderline, So, like I said, I gotta try to find I gotta find some charts, some numbers, some statistics, or whatever on this stuff. But it's my assumption. But I'm trying to be as factual as I can. Compared to the black community and compare it to the white community. So, like I said though, it's more white-owned small businesses than it is black-owned small businesses. You see what I mean? But at the same time, it's still more white-owned businesses that are large than it is black-owned businesses that are large too. So that's just it though. I mean, the only thing you just gotta do is just look at it this way. Only 13% of all Americans even own a business of any kind. So how do you expect some 80% of all men in this country, whether they be white or black, to just all of a sudden just become business owners like that? If everybody's a fucking business owner, then who are going to be the workers and the employees if everybody owns their own business? Most people are just not cut out to be business owners. Most people are not responsible enough to be business owners, whether you be white or black. And most people don't have the money to start their own businesses either, whether you be white or black on top of that too. So that's just it. I think that's just pretty much all for this video.